Hello and welcome to Bad Waldsee in southern Germany. This is the Hymer showroom, and this vehicle here, the Exsis T374, is, I think, the cheapest Hymer motorhome. That's to say Hymer brand, because Hymer as a group has cheaper vehicles, but under the Hymer brand I don't think there's anything which is cheaper than this. Nonetheless, this thing here has a kick-off price at 58,390, but that makes no sense whatsoever at all. It's a point I cannot get through clearly enough to people. The thing is, the final price 72,275, and just to make it absolutely clear that you can't buy anything at the base price is this here. There you go, these two at the bottom, your documents 165 and the freight 490. So never mind the rest. Without those two, you can't actually take delivery of it. Anyway, 6 meters long, 222 centimeters in width, 277 in height, and so on a 3.5 ton basis. This will give you getting on for 700 kilos, ready to go. Note the words ready to go. So it's a bit of fuel in there, a bit of water, and a lightweight driver. But anyway, so this has got a German layout in the back. So before anybody says what a mess that looks, why didn't you clear it up? Well, I would like to, but I don't see that as being my responsibility. And I can either clean things up or I can do videos. So there you have it. I'm not selling it, I'm just showing it. Okay, storage here, bit of a ledge there, storage at the back as well, and there's also here USBs which appear to be broken, and 12 volt plug and a Shaw plug as well, and you can leave your telephone up there and it'll charge, although we're now told not to do that at night, and that's why I leave my telephone somewhere else when I'm charging it. Don't know if it's true or not, I just heard that. Up there, bit of storage, not too certain what the point of that is, but if it's to make sure there's a nice big window, well, I can let them get away with that one. Here we've got various cushions. I don't know if they actually belong to this vehicle or not. This one here certainly doesn't, because that belongs to a different one. And but if you want to make the German layout, you use this big cushion here, and what happens is it goes in here like that sort of thing. You see that? That makes an enormous bed. There you go. You can just, of course, you need to have the base plate to get the enormous bed to work, and the base plate is probably now in another vehicle. I'll show you in here as well, and so it gives you the Froby system. You can see that in there, and under here we have a little bit of storage. Well, not a little bit, a lot of storage. So there's quite a lot in there. And this here, this all opens. Oh, I can't do it now because it's too heavy. But all of this will lift up. Why can't I do it? Oh, because there's a ladder up here. What do you need the ladder for? You need the ladder to get into bed. So you just have to believe me on that one. Unless it turns out that I have the strength to lift this one here up, and that will give you a vague idea. Let's have a go. Oh, and this. Oh, that's a bit easier. Right, so you can see in there. This one has less storage in, and that's because the boiler is kept down there. Can I open the boiler thing up? There you go, there's the boiler. I know it's a bit dark. Where's the light? Let's see if I can find it. There isn't one. So, now, what's this curtain doing here? Well, the curtain is to close off the front bit. Why is there a gap down there? Because if the bed was out, you wouldn't see the gap. There you go. Goes along that far. And here there is that thing there, which is a pretty good idea in my opinion. Oh, and get some more light in. I've got more light in. Well, you know what? I came in here earlier looking for the light and I couldn't find it, but it was here all the time. So there you go. You can see what it looks like with the lights on. Oh, that looks much better. Anyway, so there we have an extra place for hanging shirts and things from. pretty good idea, in my opinion. I've got one. Mine isn't a pretty good idea, it doesn't really work very well, but I'm sure that one there would work better than mine. Good, let's come to the kitchen. Got a bit of storage up here. Now, Hymer does this here. It's got this gap down there. And I still haven't worked out why there's a gap down there and next to no ledge here. There may be a reason. Don't know. Maybe it's a... Can't think of anything. Place to keep your pet cockroach, maybe? I don't know. No idea. Right, here we have a look at the sink and the burners. One thing in 2022 is there are 2 burners in vans. So that's the very latest thing. But let's face it though, there's not really enough space to use 3. And I see that this thing here is broken, but then again there are people coming in messing things around. There you are, such as me. Now under this here is something new. We have this fridge here, which I will show you. This is new because it's 2-way, so it's using the battery, it's not using gas. Now the advantage of using gas, I suppose, is that it works when you haven't got electricity. And the advantage of electricity is that it works when you haven't got gas. But other than that, the advantage of this is you don't have to keep stocking up on gas. And I think gas is a big problem, in my opinion, in the van. Anyway, we'll have a look what's down here. There's your black water, and what's handy about this is it's in a double floor. So a double floor at this price range is something which is quite interesting. Now the toilet here looks very small. Let's remember that this is a 6-meter van with only 222 centimeters width, and it offers all of this space within the washroom. And close the door. So and also I've got shoes on, which I wouldn't have in the shower as a rule, and the duckboard's out. So, but really, it's not too bad. Now, what's it look like down below? There we go. See, there is space. So, I actually did a video with me out in the Hymer S500 in January 2017, and showed the shower procedure. So anyway, good. This here in the shower is a very good position for it. I was just thinking about this today in my own van. I turn the water off now, and what better place to have it than to turn on and off here. So you don't, it's not a situation you get your clothes off and then you get into the shower, you realize you haven't turned on the 12-volt from up there, so you have to come out here. Everybody sees you without any clothes on, has a good laugh, and then you're back in the shower, and then you realize you haven't got any water anyway. But I think the logical place for that is in the shower. Also, if you need it for the kitchen, so you're at the kitchen here, I'm standing at the kitchen right now, you just have to reach over there. Okay, so you could just in the kitchen, it's not such a big problem, but I think in the shower it is. So I congratulate whoever thought of that, because whoever thought of that clearly had the problem which I have. And maybe I should be a designer on motorhomes. No, I'm not particularly good at designing things, but I do have the experience. Right, okay, we've got it's only 6 meters, so you can't expect an enormous table, but that table really is small. That's taking the biscuit a bit. But this look here looks nice and comfortable to sit up at. Under here, I've also got a drawer. The reason the drawers here, in previous similar models, what happened was that the cold water, the fresh water I should say, fresh water, not cold, well, it probably is cold, but it was kept under here. But now it's been moved into the chassis. So then that is really, really positive. Okay, this one's on the Fiat 6-speed. This is in the Generation 7 Fiat, I think it's Generation 7. Now, as from 2022, there will be the Generation 8. And let's have a look down the van. Got a the extension table there. Up here you can see, oh, I want to show this in one video. This thing here is what your 12 volts shows you your score. So here, for example, one hookup, so you'd expect the battery to be on maximum. This shows the fresh water, which is obviously 0, and that's the wastewater. And we're back on hookup. So where's the engine battery? One of these is the engine battery, but I don't know which one. Hang on, that's not it. And that's the house. That's the habitation battery. Well, anyway, somewhere there's supposed to be the engine battery as well. At least that's what the dog told me. Oh, and you've got this wonderful big skylight here, and a wonderful one up front as well. And you've got storage up here. Not a lot, but it's a bit. Place to hang your clothes up from. Nothing down here cluttering the way in. Okay, I could have done without this step, but you can't have everything. Now, I'm just thinking, what if this came on the market? Would it be suitable for me? Well, I'll tell you what would be. If it came in a widthwise bed, then it probably would be. But now, anyway, let's go to the back, because this is the really important bit as far as I'm concerned. Will the bike go in there? Yeah, no problem whatsoever. It's got storage there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around the other side. We'll have a look at this spare wheel. Right, this is your gas cupboard. Sorry. Which also opens there, you see. So, one thing about the gas cupboard is, okay, it is difficult to sort of get yourself in and out of it. But that's why I think you really need to get a refillable option. You know, I wouldn't want to be at my age sort of trying to manipulate a bottle there. You know, let's face it, nearly everybody I know has got a bad back or done something to their backs. What could this be down here? Ooh, just come on. Clever. I like that. What's the point of it? Well, a double floor in the garage. It's giving more space. And what could need more space? Bicycles. I don't know if it's designed for bicycles, but that's what comes to my mind. Spare wheel, easily accessible. That's a good point. You'll find out how good a point that is when you get a puncture. Until you get a puncture, you won't realise. Cassette toilet, and down here not only does this give us a view, well, it doesn't really give a view of the double floor, but it gives a view of you know, the battery capacity. You can put 2 batteries this size in, of course, but putting a long one, I don't think my batteries even fit in there, to be quite honest. And there you've got this thing, the electro block, and your fuses. Prefer to have the fuses accessible from inside, but then again, you can't have everything. So, Exsis T374. If you want my final opinion, I quite like this van. I mean, one or two little things I said there, and but on the whole, that absolutely does get my seal of approval. Hey, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a look at the integrated version as well. And so Exsis I, so it's got this nice front to it. So you can see there you've got the semi-integrated, and then onto the integrated. Now this is a little bit of an unfair comparison, because this one here is 664 centimeters in length, and it costs over 93,000 euros. So it's not a fair comparison at all. If you get an extra 64 centimeters, it does mean to say you can get an extra burner in there. More space at the back. maybe. No, it's the same more or less. This one is bigger in here. How about another integrated 6 metre vehicle? That'd be a fairer thing to show you, wouldn't it? And there's one around here. It's this one here. But this one is, I think, fair to say, modern comfort is a little bit more advanced. And this thing here costs €135,000 in this condition. But we'll have a look at it. Sorry, this is a 7 metre car. It's not a 6 metre, it's a 7 metre motorhome. My mistake. Sorry, I take that back. Well, I'm trying to show you more vehicles. You can see this in a separate video. So let's come back to this Exsis T. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found that of interest, and plenty more on my site from Hymer and many other companies from many other countries, and all the best from Bad Waldsee, Germany.